Welcome to my channel, my spooky little friends. I'm Indiana Jones, and today I'm going to offer you a little bit of Halloween elegance. I'm inspired by the smoking hot Morticia Addams and how she would decorate for Halloween. Let's start by having some Halloween elegance on our own front door. Believe it or not, there's a beautiful, stunning, gigantic wreath I found on the side of the road after Christmas last year, and I've been waiting until Halloween to be able to give it new life. Bring it back to life like Frankenstein. A lot of the stuff that we do is kind of Frankensteinish if you think about it. Anyway, I have all of these wonderful accoutrements that I will be adding, or accessories if you prefer that. All these accessories that I will be adding from Dollar Tree and from Hobby Lobby. But each one of these items, I promise, isn't more than $1.25, obviously, because we have, Dollar Tree is $1.25 now. Anyway, I'm gonna let that go. Let's let it go, Annie. It's $1.25. It's been like that for like a year now, so let it go. Let it go, like Elsa. Anyway, all I'm doing here is using this wonderful white wire, and I am attaching all of these wonderful, spooky, sparkly black branches to my white wreath. Now, many of you will say, well, that's really nice that you had that white wreath to start with. But in addition to these beautiful, spooky black branches, they have white branches and orange branches. So you can do this same kind of wreath, if you will, with a wreath form and these different Halloween branches that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And again, it won't cost you as much as this one wreath form. Just the branches with the wreath was probably around $60, $70 in stores brand new. So I was really, really happy when, once again, I found this on the side of the road. Now I'm using those wonderful little Christmas balls that you can find at the Dollar Tree once again, and I think it's a dozen per box. And I just used one box, and I stayed with the black and white motif. I really love this. I think it's so elegant. It also, brings up or conjures up ideas of Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I was so incredibly blessed to find these beautiful ribbons on clearance at Hobby Lobby from $1 to 74 cents, believe it or not. Look at this black and white striped ribbon, just perfect elegance. And it looks as though this video was filmed in black and white because everything is perfectly black and white. But there you can see my hands in the background. And it's just so elegant. That bow just does it all. So I think I have 3 of rolls of that ribbon. If there was more, believe me, I would have bought it, because I think you can use this not only for Halloween but also for Christmas, and even so some shabby chic designs. I think I can use this black and white ribbon, but it's just, oh, I love it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So all I'm doing is adding all these ribbons. I love the polka dots together with the stripes. It's just such a contrast. And yes, it's supposed to be spooky, but spooky cute. And all I'm doing is creating the bows as best as I can. I am bow challenged, as you all know, and I'm learning how to do it slowly but surely, but more slowly than surely, I can tell you that. I think I need to get the Bodabra for myself. I think I have to do that, or make one, something like that. But anyway, thank you for all the crafters and creators that watch me here that do have like tutorials on bows. And if you have one, comment it down below. I don't mind sharing the spotlight, because you guys help me and I want you to help those who watch me. I think I did a pretty good job. I don't know. As long as there's wires on those ribbons, I'm good to go. When we don't have wires, then we're in trouble. And now I'm just adding this black sparkly ribbon at the very end, and it's just, oh, I love it. Love it. And believe it or not, and I don't have it here, but a friend of mine actually gifted a little black sparkly skull the day that I was about to produce this video and put it on YouTube. So I just added the skull, and you'll see it in the final reveal. I hope you notice the beautiful flashing skull that I added to the middle of that bow. And here I am just adding the bow with the wire, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Now, again, you can create this with a wreath form and the different branches that are available right now at Dollar Tree. They do have white and black, purple, and orange, if I am not mistaken. And I think in some cases they might even have red. It all depends on how you're decorating your home for Halloween. And there you have it. I think this is such an appropriate way to welcome guests to my home on Halloween night. I love it. Now don't forget I have other Adams Families inspired DIYs, and I'll have a link right here. I was so happy to collaborate with my friend Jackie of Crafting in Mimi's World. She has a channel that is just abundant with crafting ideas and DIYs, and many of them using Dollar Tree products. So please check out her channel and this video and many of her other ideas. And if you're from Mimi's channel, thanks for stopping by. Now let's continue. This is a high-end looking tiered tray, and I got the inspiration from Grandin Road. So you and I both know that we are definitely talking high-end, but I can tell you that I didn't spend more than $5 on this entire project. Maybe a little more, but just in case. We're going to need a bucket, we're going to need a dowel, and we're going to need 2 plastic tiered trays. And what we're going to do first of all is make sure that, you know, our tiered trays, these are from Dollar Tree again, $1.25 each, and they were the perfect sizes. And the dowel was also from the Dollar Tree. Now, this little bucket I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance, 90% off. Now, I am using my styrofoam cutter. You can use the tip of your glue gun, any hot implement that you have that you can burn a hole, literally burn a hole or melt a hole through the plastic tiered trays. Now make sure that they're sturdy enough that they will hold whatever you put on them. Mine can hold cupcakes, so it's absolutely sturdy. Now I'm using these branches once again from the Dollar Tree, and I think I might have used 3 branches in total that I've cut up to create the broom at the bottom. And all I'm doing is using some hot glue to glue the branches one by one to this metallic little galvanized, I guess, galvanized bucket. And this one I spent, I think, 59 cents, maybe less. I think it was like 39 cents for this bucket when it was 90% off at Hobby Lobby. So all I'm doing is going around and filling the whole entire bucket so that it does look, from far away, it looks like a witch's broom. Now again, you can use these black sparkly branches, or you can use raffia, or you can use actual twigs from your home. It's up to you, depending on what look you're going for. If it's more elegant, if it's more rustic, it is up to you and how you decide to decorate your own witch's broom. Here I'm adding a thin little ribbon just to add a little, you know, a little something more to my little witch's broom. You can do the same or just have some raffia or twine around the top of the witch's broom. Now here is that dowel, that styrofoam. So I'm using my styrofoam cutter to burn in some grooves to make it look more like wood. Now initially, and there you can see it has the wood grooves, but I decided to change it to black. And even though you don't see the wood grooves here on video, you do see it in person. And I actually added a little bit of black sparkle to the broom handle as well. I just thought to keep it all within the black and white motif. Now I've already made the holes in both of the trays, and I am going to glue them with a combination of E6000 and hot glue to keep it in place. And as you can see, I kept them in place with these little coffee cups and little bowls. Now I'm going to add the second tier, and this one's a little tricky because I tried to keep it tight so that it won't wobble around too much. But on top of that, I also added a little bit of security by adding some glue all around. And I do cover the glue with some black glitter so you don't see the messy glue at the bottom and the top of the tray. But more than that, I've also included some little nails, and you can see as I put these nails through, just so that it has an added amount of support for that tiered tray. Again, if this is a wooden dowel, all you would have to do is nail in these little wood nails, and because this is styrofoam, I can just put it in with my hand. And there you have your beautiful broom tiered tray. While I continued to peruse Grandin Road, I was so tempted to just want to buy so many little items that I see. But again, I know that I can do it so much cheaper with Dollar Tree products. Now here I'm using Excelsior and a flower pot that I got at the Dollar Tree that I painted black. And I also painted the Excelsior black because I figured let's stay in theme. Now these are some black roses that I bought directly from Dollar Tree that were black. But I also took some red roses that I had an abundance of after an event. They were these silk red roses also from the Dollar Tree. And I decided to go outside and just spray paint them black. You'll see them in a moment. You can just tell a little bit of the coloring in the background of the roses, and there you can see them. But that's exactly what I want. I want it to be something elegant with a little touch of red, not screaming at your face, but just to let you know that it's there. So I'm adding all my florals into the styrofoam that is in that plastic pot. Now I had these larger florals, and these are like, I probably used like 3 of these larger florals that I had gotten from Michael's in one of those grab boxes. I also tried or considered using white flowers as well. That could have been a very beautiful combination also. But I love the dark red wine and plum colors of these flowers. And now I thought I'd add a little touch of shabby chic by adding this beautiful light pink pumpkin, this velvet pumpkin. I love these velvet pumpkins. And I had one in pink and I also had one in gray. And I thought that would be a perfect addition to this floral arrangement. Now, I will tell you there's another item I add to the floral arrangement just to add a little pop of, I don't know, sparkle. And you'll see it later at the final reveal. Now, these plants also, I couldn't find them in black, but they're these hanging vine kind of flowers that were from springtime. And I took them outside and I just spray painted them black. And there you have it. So here is a very, beautiful and elegant Halloween decor. Now you can add a little bit of gothiness to it, with one more accessory that I'll make later in this video. I've added a few indie quickies for you to do something fast and fabulous for Halloween. Here I'm using one of those wonderful styrofoam skulls from the Dollar Tree. I really appreciate that they made styrofoam skulls instead of the plastic ones because it's so much easier to use it in your crafts. Now all I'm doing is putting some Mod Podge all over the place, and I could have used glitter Mod Podge, but I do have an abundance of glitter that I have not used, and I decided, today's the day. Let's just use it. I have a shoebox. Let's just go ahead and use this glitter to add to this wonderfully elegant Halloween display. Again, all I'm doing is using my glitter and my Mod Podge and glittering everything. And I find a shoebox is very easy to do. I could have also used a big, freezer bag and just put the glitter with the skull in there. But this was much better. And there, I have a beautiful sparkly skull to use in my floral decor, as you'll see in the final reveal. Next, what I used the rest of the glitter for, well, I took a wine bottle that I had on hand that was already black, and I added glitter to the top of it so it would look like it was spilling out from inside of the bottle. And then I wrote the words magic with this magical gold paint. And I have an additional accessory for my glammed up elegant Halloween. Welcome, foolish mortals. Now, nothing says Halloween elegance like the Haunted Mansion from Disney. And I always loved the image of this beautiful girl who was tightrope walking over an alligator that was waiting to, gobble her up right below. I know, very, very macabre little child I was. But I thought she was so beautiful and she seemed so serene for the situation that she was finding herself in. So this is one of those little trays that I got at Dollar Tree once again and decided to paint it black just to give it a little bit more of a macabre look, especially for the scenery that is apparent in this beautiful painting. I've always loved these paintings, and I might include more of the images, and if I can find more of these trays, I would love to have all 5 images hanging on my wall at my office or at home. I think it's just absolutely perfect. Using some Mod Podge, as you saw, I Mod Podged the back of that beautiful painting. Now, I found this image online. I don't know if it's copyright free, and I apologize. I'm not going to sell this, so I'm not going to make any money off of this, but there are different images that you can find online, and I just thought it was a perfect addition to my wonderfully elegant Halloween decor. Now, again, with more of those wonderful ribbons I found on clearance at Hobby Lobby, I thought this was perfect last little touch to this wonderful painting that I'm going to include in my decor. Now, let's take a final look at everything we've made today. Thank you again to my lovely friend Jackie for this bewitching collaboration. Please remember to check out her channel and all the lovely ideas she has for Halloween as well. Thank you again, dear friends, for joining me on this Halloween adventure. And if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. Again, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you. And remember to live the adventure and subscribe below for more hauntingly spooky good fun.